are geothermal and solar valid? Are they progressing? Are there newer green things coming down the pike? The new green things topic is really, really an interesting and fun one. We tend to take the tack in general of not being what I would call too fixated on the various technologies or toys that people like. So we'll have developers that come to us and say, we want a building, we want solar and geothermal on it. And that is fine to have that, but what we really want to see is what level of performance do they want to see out of that? What level of energy efficiency or emissions footprint do they want? And that, from there, once you have that, then you work backwards, and maybe solar and geothermal are good technologies. Maybe other items like just good passive design are good, or good lighting design, or controls, or envelope design. And so we try to sort of walk and create a framework around the design and construction arena to give our clients a sense of the highest value measures. That being said, solar has come a long way. We've seen products that are commercially available that are 20% efficient for solar energy, which is a huge gain over just a couple of years ago, where most of them were in the 15% range, and maybe that seems like small details, but it's an important piece, and especially when the conversation which comes up a lot, is how do we get more net zero buildings, which is driving a lot of the sort of more deeper end of the industry right now. So the better solar collection you have, the more likely you are to sort of get there. But in terms of other technologies, some of the lighting stuff that's going on now with LEDs and programmable lighting, where you can do everything remote, is really exciting. We were looking at different ways to build wood frame buildings is coming back. So not just having everything be steel and concrete, which typically have high embodied energy, the energy that goes into making it, and particularly in Colorado, where we have a lot of beetle kill, essentially waste wood that would be landfilled or not used. We are finding interesting ways to sort of build wood frame buildings. So there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the green building world. I think the Living Building Challenge has really helped shape that, which is an articulation of what is a green building at sort of highest level. A building that uses no energy other than it can collect from the sun, a building that uses no water other than it can collect on site, a building that produces no wastewater, so it treats all of its black water, sewage, and gray water on site, and a number of other things in terms of materials and healthy buildings and so forth. So for people interested in that, the sort of ideal for green building, I would check out the Living Building Challenge. I would also check out the Bullitt Center building in Chicago, which has been open for a year and is the first 6-story commercial office building that is a Living Building Challenge. So things like that are really exciting in the sustainability and green building world. A lot of things that are going on which may or may not be technology dependent.